few months ago, the HOA at our condo complex took bids for a new decking and siding project. This decking project was anticipated to take from October 15th to December 15th. All involved were certainly inconvenienced in one way or another at the beginning. For example, construction started early in the morning and was very noisy. Then we found we could no longer park in our garage anymore and needed to navigate street sweeping days. But those were little things, and we knew they were temporary and would be over soon. We are 2 of 10 residents that actually live on the property, as the rest are vacation rentals, so everyone else lives somewhere else full-time. 2 weeks into the project, the contractor started finding problems with the integrity of the structure itself. The City of IB came out to inspect, and 4 out of the 10 condos were flagged until further notice as uninhabitable. One of those units were ours. The time frame for the completion time was almost doubled. We were set to leave on vacation the day after this notice. However, I had a teen, a house sitter, and 2 dogs to relocate. We certainly questioned canceling our vacation, but powered through anyways. After a week of prayers and a lot of house hunting from Michigan, we were running into a lot of problems. For the past 7 years, we have been blessed with paying well under market rent, so looking at current rents was a little scary. Also at this time, we are in a very unique position where my husband is in college full-time, and I'm never 100% certain where my next payday is in my profession. So God has been making all of this work smoothly in our current home for the past few years. Also, we have 2 40-pound dogs. We looked for furnished vacation rentals and reached out to several resources. Time and time again, the dogs or meeting our budget was an issue. Then we started considering living with relatives till all this passed over. Since we don't have any relatives in California, we would have to leave. We planned on Texas for a month, Alabama, Colorado for a month, but we both had other obligations here, and we had just started 40 days of prayer. Once back from vacation, our neighbor 2 doors down offered their place to us as a temporary solution. Since they had not yet been flagged, we had a week or less to stay on the property before a new game plan was confirmed by the HOA and construction began again. We had several families from Ocean View reach out and offer us a room and to share their home with them, which was a complete blessing. We thought, okay, maybe we don't need our own space, and God really wants us to do life together with someone in the church. So we started to pray over this. We had an offer from a friend to use their Airbnb from January 3rd to the 23rd. That's great, but we still had a few months to consider, and the holidays were fast approaching. At this point, I was certainly picturing a Christmas tree in a Motel 6. Within moments, my husband received a text from a church family offering us their place from the 21st of December to the 3rd of January. A very nice offer, but that left us with 6 weeks where we didn't have a place to live. At this point, I was searching hotels with kitchens, but the cost was just a bit overwhelming. So finally, we found a rental solution, month to month, that accepted our terms. It was an empty house, so we would need to move in a quarter of our home to get by with the basics. This seemed like a good solution, except that it would wipe out our savings. So though my husband seemed uplifted, I felt like I had just went from trusting God with one unanswered prayer to now having another, trusting that He would provide the finances we needed over the next 4+ months. I found it hard to be grateful for this yes that we had been looking for. I took some time to reflect and came to a place where I said, okay, God, if it wasn't for finances, I'm truly grateful for this yes and look forward to making a temporary home for my family in this new place. And I'm trusting you. Moments after that wave of peace came over me, the phone rang. It was a friend from church who had just seen my post that we were in need of a place and was sorry she hadn't gotten back to me sooner. She said she deploys in 2 days and we could have her placed until the 21st of December. I was speechless and in complete awe. The dates just aligned perfectly with the other offers we had. I was so excited and she was so excited to help. By the time I told my husband, he said, the 21st of November or December, because that's only 3 weeks. Oh, my heart sunk. Was I so excited I heard wrong? So I called back to confirm. She said December 21st. So I was excited again, confirmed with Brian, and immediately he said, cancel that lease. I ran out to the ocean where I like to give thanks and said, Lord, I never know how to say thank you enough. In moments like this, when you shine so bright in our lives and pour your grace and mercy over us. So I picked up a shell as a reminder of this answered prayer and said, thank you enough. Then I canceled that lease. We are so blessed by the church body and God's perfect gifts in this time of need. We are safe and comfortable and together as a family, and that's what is important most. During this time, we had just had delivery of a sign for our home. It's of Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path.